And welcome back here at Oakland High School. Dealing with a few technical difficulties, I know, is buffering a little bit, so we have restarted and we are good to go. Should be good to go here in the second half as the Lady Bees on top 24-16. And a free throw missed at the line by Alora Cox. Cora Bass just picked up a foul. Gracie Butler picked up her second foul early on here in the second half. 2 fouls called on the Upperman Lady Bees with 6:17 remaining here in the third quarter. And once again, we apologize for having to restart and a few technical difficulties. Should be a little bit clearer now and not buffering as we get started again here in this second half. Upperman leading 24-17 with 6:09 to play in the third quarter. Gracie Butler has the only bucket of this second half for the Lady Bees. Cora Bass on the drive, gets inside, now looking for some help. We'll hand it out to Taylor Delenti. Now Maggie Butler on that right baseline. Drives on Benford, runs into a double team, comes to a stop. Off to Delenti in the middle of the lane, kick it out to Sadie South. The 3 ball from the left side is off the mark, but Cora Bass tracks down the rebound and couldn't quite keep her balance before she fell out of bounds. And a timeout taken by the Lady Bees is a 30-second timeout. So once again, apologize for the technical difficulties. I have difficulties saying difficulties, apparently. But we're back up and going here. 5:45 to play in the third quarter. If you would please do so, hit that share button, hit the like button. Let us know where you're watching from here on this second stream between Upperman and Oakland. Our score 24-17. Timeout on the floor taken by the Lady Bees. Coach McWilliams not exactly liking what she was seeing out there from her team. Calls the timeout. So once again, we are live here in Murfreesboro. 5:45 to play here in the third quarter. 24-17, Upperman leads it out of the timeout. Joy at the other end, good defense by the Lady Bees, and out of bounds goes Oakland with the basketball in their hands. And Upperman will have the basketball back going the other way with 5:36 to play here in this third quarter. Ava Mae Allen trying to bring it ahead. She's stopped by 2 different defenders. Gets it up to Taylor Delenti. They got to get it across, and that's going to be a 10-second violation. Unable to get it across quick enough. And Oakland able to force the turnover. So once again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and make sure you hit that share button if you haven't done so already. Here's a pass to Wisniewski on the left wing. A 3 ball from the left side. Wisniewski knocks it down again. 9 points for Cadence Wisniewski with 5:13 to play here in the third quarter. Makes it 24-20. And Oakland now making a little bit of a run to get back into it. Here's Gracie Butler out ahead of the pack for the Lady Bees. Takes it inside. Scoop shot from the left side is good for Gracie Butler. Hadn't scored in the first half. She's got 4 points here in the second. And back up by 6 go the Lady Bees. In a double team and a timeout taken by Oakland. As he wanted to keep possession of the basketball. A 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Patriots. So once again, more basketball coming up tomorrow. As we've got Cookeville boys taking on Tennessee Heat at Cookeville. Pickett County is at Jellicoe. Saturday is football Saturday. Macon County taking on Melrose in the 4A state championship game. Myself, Noah, Justin, Jeremy, all on the call for that one. It is an audio-only broadcast, but you'll be able to see us. We'll have the camera on us like we did last year for Upperman's run to the state championship football game. We'll see if the Macon County Tigers can win their first in school history. Make sure you stick around between games. We will have the boys game coming up after this one. They're getting warmed up right behind us. Have had to dodge a few basketballs bouncing around. We are sitting on the court as it is up above. The auxiliary court is up above the main court here at Oakland High School. And there's just a bar in front of us that separates the stands and the court behind us. Out of the timeout, Oakland will inbound. 4:52 to go here, third quarter. Top of the key, this is Cox with it. Upperman in their zone defense. Fake the pass inside, throw it to Joy on the right wing. Oakland has done some good things against this Upperman defense, much better than they did last year, that's for sure. They lost both times 55-30 and 48-35, but there is a turnover, and Upperman will push the other way. Delenti off to Gracie Butler on the left wing. Again, this is an Oakland team that played for a region championship last year, as Wisniewski picks up her second foul. 4:23 to play here, third quarter. Gracie Butler will inbound on the far sideline. Handoff from Harrell right back to Butler, who puts it up and in from the left side. Gracie Butler doing it all herself here in the second half. She's got 6 points. 4:13 to play here, third quarter, 28-20. Kyla Joy almost turned it over. Mullen picks it back up on the top of the key. Upperman defense trying to create the turnover. Allen had her hands on the basketball and forces a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Patriots. That Upperman defense, you can tell, starting to bother them just a little bit. Oakland with basketball. 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. 8-point advantage for Upperman. Wisniewski another deep three. Missed it that time. Hard contact on the rebound. Two players fighting for it and another jump ball. This one's going to the Lady Bees. Gracie Butler hit the deck as both two players went for it. Cora Bass will check in here for Upperman. Again, had to restart the stream, so this is stream number 2. If you haven't done so already, please hit that share button. Let everyone out there know, yes, we are still broadcasting Upperman basketball. Had a few technical difficulties, but we're up and going now. And Upperman leads it 28-20 with 3:52 to go here, third quarter. Trying to get the basketball in, and that one's stolen away. Nice defense by Alora Cox. Almost stolen back by Sadie South. It's out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Lady Bees. So the inbound here to Gracie Butler. Butler to Delenti. Fakes the three. Benford out there defensively. Now kick out right side. Sadie South a three ball. That one's good. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Sadie South. Her first make of the game. Again, Sadie South has really been lighting it up from outside, especially double figures in her last 2 games. Mullen poked from behind and out of bounds. And after a very physical first half, it has continued on here in the second half. However, not as many fouls just yet called in this second half. And now we do have a foul called right as I say that. Cora Bass will pick up her second foul. And Ava Mae Allen will check back in for her. We saw Cassie Crouch to begin the second quarter. Played for a few minutes, and then Cora Bass came in for her. Hasn't played since then. Mullen lost the basketball out of bounds, and that'll be Upperman basketball. No, they say it was deflected by Delenti last. I mentioned the matchup with the boys game coming up after this one. A couple of really, really good sophomores in that one. And Haggard and Cobb for the Patriots and the Bees. Benford inside, able to go up with a right hand and finish. Mia Benford now has 6 points on the night with 2:57 remaining here in the third quarter. At the other end, Upperman with the basketball. South on the drive after a shot fake, goes up and lays it in. Starting to open up her offensive repertoire. Faked the three and got past the defender, took it inside for the lay-in. Now South defensively on Joy in the transition. She missed it, fight for it. Joy's got it, trying to catch her balance, and then she will be fouled by Maggie Butler. So Maggie Butler picks up her second foul. And Kyla Joy will be at the line for 2 shots with 2:34 to play here in the third quarter. Joy able to knock down the first. And again, for Oakland, the offense has been hard to come by. They've only made 3 field goals ever since the first quarter. Just 1 field goal in the second, 2 of them here in the third. Joy can't get the second to fall there at that time. She's just got 2 points here tonight. Gracie Butler pushes. Sadie South open 3 ball. Got it again. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Sadie South. Makes it 36-23, and Upperman leads by 13 with 2:15 to go, and a turnover. Ava Mae Allen now trying to push. Across the timeline will slow it down and find Gracie Butler. Just over 2 to play in the third quarter. A kick out to South. Around it comes to Allen. And now Coach McWilliams barks down instructions to slow it down for a second. Flare screen out to Butler, right down low to Harrell, but a little too far out in front. Otherwise, she would have had a wide open bucket. Allen on the back cut. Too far out in front of her, and a turnover. Here the other way is Cox. Good defense by Gracie Butler. It's missed, but then the putback is there for Kyla Joy for her first field goal of the night. 1:38 to go in the third quarter, 36-25. Sadie South got left open. Now she'll drive, pull it back out on the perimeter. Now Gracie Butler with it again, standing at the 10-foot volleyball line. 1:20 to play here, third quarter. Throw it to Harold, top of the key. South open again. In and out, no, it went halfway down. Would have been 3 in a row for Sadie South. She's already got 2 here in the third quarter. 36-25, 1:05 to play in the third. Here's Mullen on the left wing. Oakland with a basketball. We'll see if they try to run it down. Almost threw it out of bounds, and they do. A little too far. No, they called a timeout. I beg your pardon. I don't know if they had possession of the basketball to call the timeout, but they do. And a full timeout is granted to the Oakland Lady Patriots. We'll step aside. 53 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Upperman leading 36-25. This is Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to Oakland High School. 53 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 36-25 our score, with Upperman on top by 11 on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by my beautiful wife Desiree Vincent on camera tonight. Upperman with an 11-point advantage. They have just continuously started to build on their lead, led by their stout defense. It has been very, very hard to score for Oakland tonight. Already a team that struggles to score at times this season, right around 44, 45 points a game this season. They are 1-3 to start the year. Their only win against a struggling Fairview team. Out of the timeout, it will be Oakland basketball with 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. This is Cox on the left wing, being guarded by Sadie South. Wraps it on the right side to Seibert, who's checked in. Wisniewski, who has had the hot hand at times when she has gotten loose. Seibert in the middle of the court with 35 seconds. Now in the middle, Cox, great pass, but couldn't be handled by Bedford, and out of bounds it'll go. And Upperman will get the basketball back with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Gracie Butler across the timeline to her sister Maggie. Over to Delenti, wide open for a three try. That one just a little bit short. And Oakland gets the basketball back with 18 seconds to go here in the third. Trying to get points on to cut into the Upperman 11-point advantage. Wisniewski. Off to Cox with 9 seconds. Down to 7. Still dribbling. A bounce pass to Seibert with 4. Handed back to Cox. Down low, Mullen couldn't handle it. Saved into Allen. And Upperman able to create the turnover at the end of the third. 36-25, they lead by 11. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Oakland High School. The fourth quarter about to get underway between the Upperman Lady Bees and the Oakland Lady Patriots. Upperman trying to improve to 5-1 on the season. This Oakland team just 1-3, but it's not a bad 1-3. They played a good schedule to start the year, and they haven't had a bad loss yet. All of their games have been very competitive, including this one here tonight. Upperman leads by 11 right now, 36-25. Last year, Upperman won these games fairly easily. In the first time, 55-30. Second time around was much better, 48-35. Of course, this Oakland team made the region championship last year in Region 4 4A. They fell to a good Blackman team, 41-37, before falling to Bradley Central in the sectional game. Oakland starts with basketball here in the final frame. Sadie South, 8 points in the third quarter. She is now into double figures for a third straight game to open up her sophomore season. There's a shot inside by Cox that's a little too strong, and Ava Mae Allen's got the rebound for the Lady Bees. Make sure you stick around for the boys game coming up afterwards. Butler on the drive, kicks out to South, and around it comes to Allen. Oakland's defense has been fairly solid at times tonight. They really keep you guessing on that offensive side. A lot of movement defensively, kind of in a matchup zone. Allen here on the right wing. Cut off. Hand off to Maggie Butler. And they play very high pressure defense as well. They go for a lot of steals, a lot of physicality. Here's Allen. Delenti. Maggie with it now. Fakes the pass and over to Gracie, top of the key. Minute in here to the final frame. Kick in the corner to Delenti. We'll bring it out top. Upperman taking care of the basketball to open up this final quarter. After getting the rebound off the miss by Oakland, Allen picks up her dribble. And we'll throw to Gracie Butler on the left wing. Here by 11, very content with just taking care of the basketball right now until Oakland makes you do something about it. Kyla Joy sits at the scores table waiting to check in for the Lady Patriots. And almost a minute-long possession right now for Upperman, still continuing and haven't even looked at the basket. Now Allen kicks to Delenti, and back out it comes. Allen with it again, and now Coach McWilliams is going to change up the play call. And there's a foul given by Seibert. It'll be the third foul on McKenna Seibert. Kyla Joy will check in. As Riley Mullen will check out. Ava Mae Allen will inbound here for the Lady Bees with 6:22 to play, fourth quarter. Make sure they're squared away out there on the floor. Gracie Butler tries to get open. They throw it into the backcourt. Upperman with the 11-point advantage, 36-25. Gracie Butler on the drive. She has gotten that scoop shot a few times. Then she's going to be fouled this time and take a trip to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. As the foul is called on Kyla Joy, it is her second. Nobody really in foul trouble yet. Mia Benford and McKenna Seibert have done a nice job after picking up 3 fouls fairly early on to play pretty clean defense ever since that point. 6:13 to play, fourth quarter, and Gracie Butler is at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Takes a few dribbles, lets it fly with the right hand, and knocks it down. Gracie Butler did not score in the first half. She had 6 points in the third quarter. Paired up with Sadie South's 8. It was a very productive third quarter to advance their lead, missing it a little bit short on the second try. That has been the bugaboo so far for the Lady Bees here in this game. The missed free throws have missed 6 of them on the night. They're 4 for 10 now. That ball out of bounds will belong to Oakland. Still up by 12, but could be up by a few more with a few more made free throws. Patriots inbound, Seibert inside. Kicks it back out top. This is Joy. And that one turned over. They were looking for Benford, and Maggie Butler were able to take it away. Here come the Bees again. Gracie Butler across the timeline up the middle of the court. Kicks out on the wing, Sadie South. Around to Allen. She looks left side. Back to Gracie Butler. Hard screen set by Sadie South. She's wide open down low. They couldn't get it to her. Taylor Delenti fires the 3. That one's off the mark. Cox brings it ahead. Wisniewski got loose. Steps into a triple try. That one misses deep, and another good rebound by Maggie Butler. Allen throws ahead. Taylor Delenti, 2-on-1, takes it herself and missed the lay-in. Sadie South the rebound, and will throw it out to Gracie Butler. 5:20 to go, fourth quarter. Gracie Butler, a nice Euro step move, lays it up and in with the right hand. Gracie Butler finding her rhythm here in the second half. And now with 9 points on the night, 39-25. Upperman leads by 14. The shot from Oakland is no good from Joy. Got her own rebound and then was fouled on the floor. And they are going to get Maggie Butler with her third foul. So Ella Harrell will head to the scores table and will check in for Maggie, as Riley Mullen checks in for Mia Benford. Oakland will inbound it from the baseline with 5 minutes to play. They get it to Seibert. Out top it comes. Now Joy in the middle of the lane. And she missed it. Delenti's got the rebounds, looking for a little bit of help as she spins around. Now throws to Ava Mae Allen. Allen brings it across the timeline after mishandled it a bit, and then a reach-in foul on Seibert. That is now the fourth foul on McKenya Seibert. It is the third team foul as well on the Lady Patriots with 4:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Throw it to Sadie South, who was left all alone. What a steal and a block there by McKenya Seibert. Just went all the way up top and took it away. Up to Wisniewski for a three. That one's good. What a sequence there for the Lady Patriots, and a timeout on the floor by Oakland. A full timeout will take it with them. 4.5 to play in the game. It's back to an 11-point game after that three by Wisniewski. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Back here at Oakland High School, my name is Jacob Vincent, joined by the beautiful Desiree Vincent on the call tonight here on UCR Facebook and YouTube. We welcome you in wherever you're watching from. If you haven't done so already, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the share button, hit the like button, leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, you can like the stream, you can leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well over on our Upper Cumberland Reporter YouTube channel. 4.5 to go here, fourth quarter. It's 39-28 with Upperman leading by 11. And the officials making themselves known will put the basketball down just as soon as the buzzer sounds, just because why not? How dare they take their time getting out of the huddle? Gracie Butler will have it here for the Lady Bees with 4:18 remaining. Maggie Butler on the high post, fakes the feed, keeps it herself. She gets tripped up and will be fouled by Kyla Joy. Joy picking up her third. That is the team's fourth foul, so the next foul will send Upperman to the line. Oakland is also out of timeouts. That was their final timeout taken of the ball game with 4:13 remaining. Maggie Butler is blocked. Kyla Joy's got the basketball. And then a foul committed in the transition. Sadie South commits it. It's her second. Team second with 4:07 to go, fourth quarter. And Cox brings it ahead here. We'll set up the offense. Picks up her dribble, throws it to Joy, drives it inside. And that one's way high off the glass, no good. Gracie Butler now needs some help. Throws it ahead to Taylor Delenti. They've got numbers if they hurry. Up ahead to Sadie South. Down low to Maggie Butler. What a catch. And she got, I think, her hair pulled on the way through by Laura Cox. Nope. It was on Seibert. I beg your pardon. They get Kyla Joy with her fourth. And this will be 2 free throws for Maggie Butler. At the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. 3 minutes, 47 seconds to play, fourth quarter. Maggie's first is just a little bit strong.
At the line, number 43, Maggie Butler.
Maggie's second free throw. That time is good. 3:46 to go in the ball game, and Upperman back up by 12, 40-28. Kyla Joy looking for space. Had Wisniewski wide open down low, but couldn't get it to her. Off to Riley Mullen. Now Cox top of the key. Once again, the Bees in their prototypical zone defense. The three from Joy falls from the right side. Big shot for Kyla Joy and the Oakland Patriots, and a steal. Cox inside, misses the lay-in. Joy trying to take it away. Some physicality as people getting thrown to the ground, and they're going to call a foul on the Lady Bees. There was a lot of basketball being grabbed there. But Maggie Butler is going to be tagged with her fourth foul, and Ella Harrell will come in for her with 3:16 to go. Her score 40-31. That is the team's third foul on the Lady Bees. That is Maggie Butler's fourth personal. And again, there was a lot of basketball. There's Riley Mullen. Pull it back out towards half court in a 9-point ball game. No timeouts remaining for Oakland. That was a turnover, but they didn't call it. You can't just pick it up. Here's Wisniewski. Off to Seibert. Wisniewski again. Back to Seibert. The floater's no good. The rebound pulled down by Joy. Ava Mae Allen steals it away, and then she is fouled hard by Alora Cox, who picks up her third foul. And Ava Mae Allen now will have 2 free throws at the other end. We mentioned it, Oakland plays a very physical brand of basketball, and we have seen that tonight with 2:45 to go. But now it's down to the free throws here for the Lady Bees in a 9-point ball game to see if they can start to close it out at the Lasagna Brown at the American Way Real Estate free throw line. They have struggled at the line so far tonight. They were 3 for 8 in the first half. And they continue to struggle at the line here in the second half, as they are 3 for 5 in the second half so far. 6 for 13 on the game are the Lady Bees from the stripe. And Allen goes 0 for 2. (40-31) our score on the drive. Kick out to Mullen for a 3. Doesn't go. Harrell's got the rebound for Upperman. Trying to rip it away from a few defenders. Now Gracie Butler out ahead of the pack. Throws to Delente on the left wing. Backs it out with 2:22 to go. Again, the Bees are in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws from any foul on out. Have been for some time, but haven't been able to cash in on a lot of those free throws. Inside, Gracie Butler, the turnaround, and she had it blocked by Wisniewski. Mullen will bring it ahead. Here's Mullen on the left wing, cut off by Gracie Butler. Throws a pass that is picked off by Taylor Delente. 3-on-1 for the Bees. Bounce pass to South, lays it up and got it. Sadie South the bucket, and a timeout by Upperman. And she's asking if she has a 30 or full, and she will be using her 30-second timeout. So a 30-second timeout on the floor for Upperman to talk things over with 1:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. 42-31 is the score. Upperman's played a great game so far tonight. Obviously tremendous defensively, only allowing 31 points to this point. But they have not shot the free throw well. In the first half, again, they were 3 for 8 from the line. In the second half so far, they're 2 for 6, just 5 for 14 from the free throw line so far tonight. 9 missed points out there on the floor right now. They lead by 11, though, as they have played pretty well in the half court. 1:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Big reason was Sadie South and Gracie Butler in that third quarter. They were very, very good. And they're going to put the basketball down here. Oakland doesn't realize it. The count is on. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. They're not going to get the basketball in. That's a 5-second violation. I don't get it. I really don't get it. The buzzer just sounded. They didn't even give them time to get out of the huddle. It's ridiculous. And it goes both ways. They at least give them a chance to get out of the huddle. But Upperman gets the basketball back, and Gracie Butler finishes. I promise we're not here to watch the officials. 44-31, 1:28 to play fourth quarter. Here's Wisniewski on the left wing. Now over on the right side. In a 13-point ball game, Wisniewski, a 3, got it to go again. Gaines Wisniewski can shoot the rock. And she's got 15 points tonight, all of them coming from downtown. Makes it a 10-point game with 63 seconds to play. But Oakland does not have any timeouts remaining, and Upperman is in the bonus. So Upperman is just going to waste as much time as possible. Ava Mae Allen looking for help. Will hand it off in a timeout taken by the Bees. And they've only got full timeouts remaining, so we'll take it with them. Full timeout on the floor, 50 seconds remaining in a 10-point ball game. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Checking up on the comments, Luke, I saw you asking about the leading scorer tonight. Right now, Sadie South has 12 points. Gracie Butler has played very well. She is up to 11. Those two leading the way right now for the Lady Bees at 12 and 11. Sadie South with 12, Gracie Butler with 11. 44-34 our score, 50 seconds to play out of the timeout. Right to Gracie Butler, who almost took the team high in points but couldn't get the lay-in to go, so she'll stay at 11 points for right now. Mullen steps into a three, missed it short. Long rebound will go out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Lady Patriots with 37 seconds remaining in the contest. So the Lady Bees are going to win their 5th contest of the season and move to 5-1 on the year before going on the road to always a very good Creekwood program coming up on Saturday. And should be a good contest for this Lady Bees team. Oakland with it, 26 seconds to go. Again, no timeouts remaining for them, and they trail by 10. Here's the handoff to Joy. We'll put it up from the free throw line and bank it in. The inbound to Ava Mae Allen with 12 seconds. They will have to bring it across the timeline. Otherwise, they'll get a 10-second violation. They get it up to Gracie Butler, and now they can just run the clock down. 5 seconds to go. And the Upperman Lady Bees are 5-1 on the year. Final score, 44-36. Another win for the Upperman Lady Bees as we welcome you in to the American Farmhouse and Legacy House post-game show. The Upperman Lady Bees now 5-1 on the season. The Oakland Lady Patriots fall to 1-4 on the year. We'll tally up these final scores. We'll bring you those. We'll pick our Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. And we'll let you know what's coming up next for the Upperman Lady Bees. Good win for Upperman. They led in every single quarter, led after the first. In a back-and-forth first quarter, they led 12-11, took a halftime lead as they extended their lead 22-14, only allowing 3 points in that second quarter to Oakland. And in the second half, continued to build on their lead as they led 36-25 at the end of 3. Sadie South caught fire in the third quarter, aided by her teammate and Gracie Butler as they combined for 14 points in that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, it was just taking care of the basketball and trying to knock down enough free throws. That was the only thing that Upperman did not do well tonight. They did not shoot the free throws well as they were just 5 for 14 from the stripe so far tonight, but it doesn't hurt them in the end as they win 44-36. Once again, this is our American Farmhouse and Legacy House post-game show. Here are the final tallies for both sides. For the Upperman Lady Bees, they were led by Sadie South for another game and double figures for the third straight time. She had 12 points tonight, 11 points for Gracie Butler, 8 points apiece for Taylor Delente and Maggie Butler, 1 point for Cora Bass, and 4 points off the bench for Ella Harrell. On the other side, for the Oakland Lady Patriots, they were led by Cadence Wisniewski's 15 points, 11 of them on the night for Kyla Joy, 6 for Mia Benford, 3 for Alora Cox, and 3 for Riley Mullen. We're going to go with Sadie South for our Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. She was the catalyst offensively in the third quarter to build the Upperman lead, was great defensively all night long, and led Upperman in scoring with 12 points tonight. Upperman is 5-1 on the year, and they will play Creekwood on the road coming up Saturday night at 6 o'clock. We'll throw the intermission graphic up on the screen. We will take a short break. When we come back, the boys team is coming up next. Upperman taking on Oakland. Final score tonight, Lady Bees win it 44-36. Welcome in, everyone, to the Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show as the Upperman Bees, who are 2-0 on the season, get set to take on the Oakland Patriots, who are 4-1. Once again, my name is Jacob Vinson, joined by the beautiful Desiree Vinson on camera tonight. The Upperman Bees, a perfect 2-0 start to the year. They got a win against Mount Juliet on Saturday, 86-57 after their win against Lawson last Tuesday. Ty Cobb, he led the team with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. The team themselves, they've had 28 points off the bench in that win against Mount Juliet. In the 2 games to start the year, their defense has been really, really good, forcing 35 steals in the 2 games so far. Ty Cobb averaging 27 points per game through the first 2 games of the season. And for Coach Bobby McWilliams, well, a good start to the season. Today is his birthday, so a happy birthday to Coach Bobby McWilliams. And he picked up win number 600 of his career against Lawson last week. So he's had a pretty good couple of weeks along with a couple of wins. He's going to continue to try to do that today for their first road contest of the season. For the Oakland Patriots, they've had a great start to the season, 4-1 on the year. They did take their first loss of the season on Tuesday against Green Hill in double overtime, 66-58, outscored 10-2 in the second overtime period. Bryant Haggard, their sophomore phenom, led them in scoring with 15 points. However, he had 12 of those points in the first quarter alone. Did not score a lot after that, only 3 points after that point. They have wins against Tullahoma to open up the year, Columbia, Fairview, and Cannon County. Cannon County's got a pretty good squad this year, so a couple of good wins against Tullahoma and Cannon County. I mentioned this is going to be the battle of the sophomores in this one, of course, for Ty Cobb for the Upperman Bees and Bryant Haggard, the sophomore guard for the Oakland Patriots. He has got games of 38, 35, 21, 17, and 15. Now, his scoring output has gone down as the competition has risen, but obviously he has the talents and the ability to do so and put up 30-point games just like Ty Cobb does as well, as he takes a few free throws from the free throw line as he normally does. Bronston Chaffin will follow him up before we get ready to start out this contest. We continue on with our Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show and get ready to bring you the starting lineups for both sides. Last year in these 2 games, Upperman dominated these 2 games. They won at Upperman 72-48 and won here in Murfreesboro 65-41. Oakland seems to be maybe a little bit resurgent team this year, coming in here to another year under head coach Darren Birdwell, and we'll see what Oakland does today against a very good Upperman basketball program. So Upperman will have their starters announced first. We'll bring you their starting lineups as well. For head coach Bobby McWilliams, here on his birthday, the Upperman Bees, who are 2-0 on the season, will start the sophomore number 0, Ty Cobb. The junior number 2 is Jack Torrance. The senior number 4 is Evan Huddleston. A junior number 23 is Bronston Chaffin. The sophomore number 24 is Colton Johnson. For the Oakland Patriots, who are 4-1 to start the season, head coach Darren Birdwell will be the junior number 4, Josh Wiley. Sophomore number 5 is Bryant Haggard. A junior number 13 is Yeshaya Cobb. A senior number 23 is Malcolm Ashley. And a junior number 25 is Lane Varon. We'll throw 8 minutes on the clock. We'll get ready to start this basketball game between the Bees and the Patriots. The girls, they got the job done in game number 1, beating Oakland on the road 44-36. Again, free throw shooting, not their strong suit so far tonight, but still able to get the job done, and I'm sure we'll be working on those before they go on the road to Creekwood coming up on Saturday. They've got a lot of games next week as well. They get Grace Christian Knoxville Monday, Franklin County on Tuesday, and then they get to host one of the classics coming up on Saturday, where they will play Maryville again. The girls will. The boys will get to play Tennessee Heat on Saturday, next Saturday. As Creekwood, beg your pardon, Oakland will now send out their starters. Upperman will play Creekwood coming up on Saturday. We've got basketball tomorrow as well. Cookeville boys taking on Tennessee Heat, and Pickett County taking on Jellicoe. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, and this will be the conclusion of the Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pre-game show, as we're just about ready for basketball between the Patriots and the Bees. My name's Jacob Vinson, joined by Desiree Vinson. Please hit that share button if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button and leave a comment on the stream if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also leave a comment. You can like the stream over there as well. Upper Cumberland Reporter on YouTube. Starters announced. just about ready for basketball. The Bees already a great start to the season. A couple of dominant victories against Lawson and Mount Juliet, trying to take down another 4A opponent here today against Oakland. It'll be Malcolm Ashley, the senior, and Bronston Chaffin, the junior, to tip it away to start out this ball game. Official ready to go. And underway here in Murfreesboro, Jack Torrance has the basketball. Ashley tipped it right to him, and the Bees will start it out first. Here is Huddleston to Torrance. Looking inside, Chaffin had it, lost it, got deflected just a little bit off the hands of Lane Varon, and will be turned over to start out the game. A little bit of pressure here shown by Evan Huddleston and Jack Torrance, broken easily by Wiley, the senior guard. Wiley will throw it on the right side. Here is Haggard for the first time in the game. Wraps it to Wiley on the left wing. Now in the middle, Varon out to Haggard into the corner. A three ball from that right side falls for Yeshaya Cobb to open up the ball game, and the Patriots lead 3-0. Mentioned it, Haggard is their leading scorer, but Wiley and Cobb have been right up there with him for the last few ball games as well. Ty Cobb being guarded by Brian Haggard, sophomore on sophomore. A little 1-3-1 action here as well for the Oakland Patriots. The Bees trying to work their way around it. Johnson on the right side. Again, this Oakland team playing pretty well. Ty Cobb able to answer with a Sonia Brown with American Away Real Estate 3. Got loose on that right side and able to knock it in. 3-3 start. Wiley lost it, got it back. Inside, Ashley Johnson took a hard fall as he went up to try to block that one, and he's going to be whistled for the foul. First foul called on Johnson. Team's first here in the first quarter. 6:42 to play here in the first frame. And Malcolm Ashley, the senior post player, will be at the line for a couple of shots. The first one is up and through. We'll be joined by head coach Dana McWilliams coming up at halftime in the Happy Hiller halftime show, so make sure you stick around for that. Two good free throws for Malcolm Ashley, and Oakland on top now 5-3 with 6:40 to play here in the first quarter. Upperman back with the basketball. Ty Cobb hit a three on the last possession. Here is Cobb in the middle of the zone. Dumps it off to Johnson, who's wide open and lays it in for two. Good find for Ty Cobb. Give him the assist. And Johnson able to lay it up and in. Haggard now across the timeline. Picked up by two defenders. Splits them both. Dumps it down low. Ty Cobb got a hand on it, and Jack Torrance has it now. Up ahead, Cobb on the left wing. Trying to go past Wiley. Gets inside. Draws some contact and finishes. Pounds his chest afterwards, and Ty Cobb will try to complete the three-point play at the line. Malcolm Ashley tagged with his first foul, and Ty Cobb will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. I mentioned it. Two of the best sophomores in the state in this game right now between Bryant Haggard and Ty Cobb. And we have seen it on display early on. Ty Cobb able to get the finish and the foul. He knocks down the free throw, and he quickly has 6 points here in the early going. Picked off by Huddleston. He's got an easy lane and lays it in for two. It was telegraphed. He took the steal and another 2 points. Mentioned it, 35 steals, now 36 steals for a team to start the year for the Bees. Here's the shot coming from Wiley, and the lefty knocks it in from the elbow. 10-5, Upperman on top by 5. 5:40 to play here in the first. Chaffin now for the first time drives it inside, and he finishes. That's what makes this Upperman team so difficult to defend. There's so many different guys that can do good things. Evan Huddleston creates another steal. He takes it inside, throws it up to Cobb, and he lays it in. Torrance kind of got in the way a little bit, and Cobb still able to get the 2 points. High pressure defense has led to points, and Upperman leads 14-7. Skip pass caught by Ashley. Drives inside to the basket. No good. Great defense by Johnson just to stay straight up. Now out ahead, Chaffin. He'll take it up and get the lay-in and the foul. Foul's going to be called on Brian Haggard. It's his first. Bronston Chaffin looked like he wanted to try to rear it back and throw it down, and smartly decides to lay it in for the two and draw the foul. First sub of the game comes in for Oakland is going to be Emery Bronze. Branson Turnbow checking in as well for Upperman. And Landon Hall for the Bees as well. At the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, Bronston Chaffin to try to complete a three-point play on the way, and good. The Bees now 2 for 2 from the stripe to start out this game, and a very, very good first quarter. They lead 17-7, up by 10 with 4:55 to play here in the first. Bronze now brings it across the timeline, throws it to Haggard, trying to wrap a pass inside. Landon Hall able to get back out of bounds, and standing on the end line was Veron, and he turns it over. So Upperman gets the basketball back with 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. Ty Cobb will bring it ahead. On the Patriots logo across the timeline. Left-handed dribble off to Torrance. Here's Turnbow for the first time. Touching it. Cobb gets a screen from Chaffin. He rolls. He's got the mismatch inside. Torrance trying to throw it in there. He catches. A tough catch. Goes up and blocked from behind. That's good defense by the Patriots after the help side defense able to get down there. Haggard at the other end. A nice drive and hangs and finishes. A 30-second timeout taken by the Patriots to set up their defense. Brian Haggard gets the bucket to make it 17-9 with 4:19 to play in the first. It was a very high-paced basketball game as well, so maybe a little bit of a breather for both sides and had too many stops here in the early going. But what a start for this Upperman Bees team. A little bit slow offensively to start it out, and man, did they turn it on. Ty Cobb already has 8 points in the first quarter. He knocked down a three to open up the scoring. He got fouled on a drive to the basket and knocked down the free throw, and then he had an oop play that, he just had to lay it in. Jack Torrance kind of got in the way of him on the way to the basket. Evan Huddleston had a steal and a bucket. Bronston Chaffin has 5 early points. It's been a great start for the Bees here in this first quarter. 4:19 to play in the first. Upperman has the basketball here out of the timeout. There's a McWilliams running across the court. It's one of the ball boys as they try to get back to the bench. Branson Turnbow will inbounds, and Ty Cobb will bring it ahead. Cobb brings it across the timeline. Everyone's set across the free throw line. Cobb is the only one down low, posting up on Haggard, and that is a big foul as Brian Haggard just picked up his second. He was in foul trouble against Green Hill in their last game on Tuesday as well. Big reason why he only had 15 points in that game. Second foul on Haggard. Cobb will inbound here for the Bees. Throw it over the top to Chaffin out near the elbow. Down low to Cobb. Immediately goes up and lays it in for 2. And he is quickly into double figures with 11 on the night. 19-9. Upperman leads by 10. Turnbow almost picked it off. And now out ahead to Yeshaya Cobb. Cobb lost it, picks it back up. He's triple teamed. Now he just puts up the shot. Halfway down, couldn't get it to fall. Branson Turnbow bringing it ahead for the Bees. Throws it off to Evan Huddleston. Into the corner to Cobb. Takes it inside, and he will be blocked from behind, but a foul is called. Yeshaya Cobb looked like he may have gotten a lot of basketball, but then a little bit of body in the process, and it's going to be tagged with a foul. So Yeshaya Cobb picks up his first. Ty Cobb will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for 2 shots with 3:38 to go here in the first quarter. And the first is good. So Cobb already into double figures. That's his 11th points. Bronston Chaffin checks out as Colton Johnson is back in. Landon Hall out there with Ty Cobb, Evan Huddleston, and Branson Turnbow for the Bees. And second free throw up and through for Ty Cobb. Still 3:38 to go here in the first quarter, and the Bees have 21 points. They lead 21-9. Here is Bronze with the basketball inside. One of the subs off the bench. They kick it back out. This is Wiley. Hand it off to Haggard. Puts a couple of moves on, steps back for a triple try, and knocks it down. He is fun to watch. Brian Haggard 5 early points, and he is pumped up trying to get his team back into it. It's 21-12. He is playing with 2 fouls, though. Ty Cobb will throw it to Huddleston on the right wing. Out to Landon Hall, top of the key, looking inside. A dangerous pass, ends up to Cobb, throws it to Johnson, who is wide open as he just threw it over his head. Colton Johnson, 4 points here in the first frame. It's 23-12. Now in the corner, that pass is picked off. Another steal for the Bees. Here is Cobb again. 2 defenders on him, picks it up, skip pass to Evan Huddleston on the right side, dumps it back off to Cobb. Fakes it and drives, and he's got an open lane to the bucket for another deuce. 25-12. Cobb and the Bees putting on a show here in the first quarter. At the other end, a three coming from Wiley. Can't get it. Rebound picked out of there by Verone, but he stepped out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover back the other way for the Bees. Checking in for the first time for Upperman is going to be Joseph Maynard. Bronston Chaffin also back in. Maynard has been getting some early run time here this season as a freshman. He checks in again. 25-12, Upperman on top. 2:13 to play here in the first. Huddleston here on the left wing. Throws it to Chaffin, top of the key, looking down low. Johnson kick it back out. Maynard a three try from the right side, off the back of the iron, and rebounded by Haggard. He'll bring it ahead across the timeline. Picked up by two defenders, splits him, but then he lost it. And that'll be last touched by the Bees. And Oakland fortunate to keep it underneath with 1:56 to go here in the first. Yeshaya Cobb inbound from the right baseline. Around it comes. Wiley's open for a three try. That one's off the mark. Rebound down to Ashley. Throws it back out top to Haggard. Gets inside. Floater with the right. Gets it to fall over the front of the rim. Brian Haggard now with 7 points in the first frame. 25-14. Upperman leads by 11 with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Branson Turnbow here on the left side. Tape on that right thumb and the wrist area. Over to Chaffin on the right side. Inside Johnson, dangerous pass, and had some help side defense that poked it away. Now Wiley on Turnbow, the left hand, no, and Chaffin's got the rebound. Here come the Bees. Haggard dangerously going at Bronston Chaffin. He's got 2 fouls. Maynard down low Johnson, 2 defenders, went up with a shot fake, missed it, but Chaffin is there to clean it up. The Lady Bees won game number 1, 44-36. The Bees on top here right now, 27-14. Right before that three from the right side by Yeshaya Cobb. The net went over the rim, so they'll stop play to fix that. Yeshaya Cobb, a big bucket. Usually when you score 17 points in one quarter, you feel pretty good. However, the other team has 27 as Evan Huddleston and Branson Turnbow check out. Jack Torrance is back in out there with Joseph Maynard, Colton Johnson. We've got a stoppage, and Brian Haggard is limping over to the bench. He is hurting. So he goes over to the sideline. He'll be checked out by the Oakland staff. And Upperman will have the basketball with 45 seconds to play here in the first, leading by 10. Chaffin to Cobb on a flare, takes the three, a little bit short. Johnson can't get the rebound. Now he does, as Cobb was able to tip it to him. Torrance will give it off to Bronston Chaffin. Goes right side, trying to drive into the basket, and they're going to call it a clean block for Yeshaya Cobb. Will bring it ahead now for the Patriots. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll give it off. This is Wiley. Again, no Haggard right now. He's on the bench as he kind of limped over to the sideline. Looks to be okay, but it just had to make his way off the court. Now Wiley with it, 9 seconds. Picked up by Torrance. Wiley driving left side. Chaffin picks it off. 3 seconds here for the Bees. They're trying to hurry. He looks at the clock, and he misses the lay-in at the buzzer. They will wave it off. It does not count on the putback for Cobb. But the Bees do have a 10-point advantage at the end of one. 27-17, Upperman on top here in Oakland. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Welcome back here. First quarter has come to a close, and the Upperman Bees lead it 27-17. Ty Cobb. Everyone knows his name at this point. He's got 14 points already in the game after the first quarter, and a great start for the Upperman Bees. Oakland got 6 points from Yeshia Cobb, 7 from Bryant Haggard. Haggard had to make his way off the floor at the end of the first. He is back out there now to start out this second quarter. He's got the ball here on the left wing. They throw it to Ashley in the elbow, kick it back to Wiley, fakes a pass to the corner, and will take the three. That one misses. A long rebound picked out of there by Verone. Back out top now to Haggard, 15 seconds into the second frame. Haggard, he can handle the basketball. His handles have been on display, and he can knock it down as well. He is quickly into double figures. He's got 10, and it's a 7-point ball game, 27-20. You got a player like that, you are never out of it. He is playing with 2 fouls, though, so he's got to be a little bit careful on the defensive side of the ball. Johnson got great position inside, short-armed it on the attempt, and then Chaffin fouling as he tried to go for the rebound. Picks up his first. Once again, we will be joined by head coach Dana McWilliams coming up at halftime of the Happy Healer halftime show. Make sure you stick around for that, and we'll get her thoughts on the win against Oakland in game number 1, 44-36. We'll also get a preview of Creekwood coming up on Saturday, and a lot of games coming up next week as well. Here is Wiley. Will kick it to Cobb on the right wing. Yeshia Cobb for Oakland. We'll throw it to Verone on the top of the key. Now Haggard will come get the basketball. He started to find his rhythm here late in the first, in the early second. Behind the back, three on the way. That one off the mark. It looked pretty good, though. Rebound tipped around. Johnson able to rip it down for the Bees. 6:48 to play, second quarter. Huddleston ahead now for Upperman. 27-20, they lead by 7. Chaffin, handoff Cobb. Gets a screen from Chaffin. Gets to the free throw line, rises and knocks it down. 16 already for Ty Cobb. Now Haggard throws it ahead, and Ty Cobb able to get a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. Here on the near sideline. Branson Turnbow checking in for Evan Huddleston. This Bees team, they're deep. They'll go about 3 or 4 into that bench. I've already seen Landon Hall, Joseph Maynard come off. We'll see possibly Collier Bush at some point as well. And Branson Turnbow in there as well. Yeshia Cobb a deep three to knock it down, and we've got a 4-point, make it 6-point game here in the second quarter. 3 threes already for Yeshia Cobb. It's 29-23. And the Oakland defense has started to pick up a little bit as well, slowing down that Upperman offense that was so prolific in the first. As I say it, Chaffin on the run, misses it, gets his own rebound, missed it again. Johnson is there. He can't get it. Chaffin's got another old board, and a foul is then called. Him and Cobb battling inside. And I think Yeshia Cobb, they get Lane Varon with his first foul, actually. So Upperman inbounding, throws it to Jack Torrance. He'll fire it away. That one misses. And Colton Johnson's got another board. Cobb, the fake, rifles it down low to Turnbow, who puts it up and in for 2. He's had about 3 assists already tonight that have just been tremendous. That's what makes that player so great in Ty Cobb. Here's Haggard with it now. 31-23, Upperman leads. Inside Ashley, that is a great play. Get it to the baseline, find the cutting post player to the basket. And Ashley puts it up and in. Timeout on the floor taken by the Bees. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5.5 to play in the second quarter. It's a 6-point ball game, 31-25. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. Hall Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Out of the Upperman timeout, 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. 31-25, Upperman on top by 6. There's Johnson, Torrance, down low, Cobb, spin around, jumper is good. I don't know if he's missed yet tonight. And he quickly has 19, make it 18 points. Yeshaya Cobb went up with a shot fake. Ty Cobb tried to block it, and he missed it on the way through. Landon Hall's going to check in here. He's going to come on for Colton Johnson. So the junior checks in with 5:08 to play second quarter. Been a good game so far. And a nice run put on here by the Patriots to get back into it, 33-25, even after the bucket there by Ty Cobb. He got kind of open inside there. They throw it to Chaffin, top of the key. He looks around, throws it to Ty here on the left wing. Chaffin will hand it off. Ty thought about the three, now puts it on the deck, gets to the free throw line, flies it away, missed it. Chaffin had the tip, but couldn't quite get it in. Josh Wiley brings it ahead. Skips it over right side. Haggard steps into the three. That one's no good. Rebound tipped around. Jack Torrance has it. Bees the other way. Torrance throws it ahead to Turnbow here on the left wing. He drives inside on the baseline underneath, back out top. Ty Cobb a three. In and out, no. Chaffin hit it out of bounds, and they're going to get a foul called on Bronston Chaffin. That'll be the second foul on Chaffin. Collier Bush will check in for the first time. Comes in for Jack Torrance. Colton Johnson also in. Comes in for Chaffin. So an 8-point ball game. Second foul on Bronston Chaffin. 4:22 to play in the second quarter. Hey, make sure you stick around. Happy Hiller halftime show coming up. We'll be joined by girls basketball head coach Dana McWilliams. Talk about that first game. They tried to throw it down low. Yeshaya Cobb, I think, was supposed to be back cutting. Ty Cobb had a hand on it, they say. It goes out of bounds, and Oakland will keep it on the right baseline. 4:08 to go, second quarter. Oakland trying to get back into it. They trail 33-25. There is Ashley, and around it comes to Wiley. Picked off by Branson Turnbow. He'll try to take it inside, up and under. Missed it as Haggard was there to alter it just a little bit. Josh Wiley brings it ahead. Driving on Collier Bush. Good defense by Bush. High off the glass. What a finish by Josh Wiley. That is the only way you can get that up and in. Just throw it off that top corner of the backboard. Here's Ty Cobb with the basketball in a 6-point game now, 33-27. Gets to the elbow, throws it to Bush on the right wing. Fakes the three, hands it off to Turnbow. Now Landon Hall with it. And out to Branson Turnbow. So it's Branson Turnbow, Ty Cobb, Collier Bush, Landon Hall, and Colton Johnson on the floor right now for Upperman. 33-27, they lead with 3:24 to go here in the second. Cobb on the left wing. Doesn't use the screen. Takes it inside. He tried to throw it over Yeshaya Cobb. And Yeshaya is going to pick up the foul. Ty Cobb will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. My goodness, he tried to catch a body. That about sent this crowd into a tizzy. So the sophomore now will step to the stripe for the third time tonight. He is 3 for 3 so far. And in and out on the first. Checking back in, Emery Bronze. As Lane Varon checks out. 3:17 to go, second quarter, 33-27. Second free throw. In and out, no. Colton Johnson, the offensive rebound, couldn't get the putback. Landon Hall trying to rip it away. 2 missed free throws for Ty Cobb from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Now 3 of 5 on the night. 3:05 to go here, second quarter. 6-point ball game. In the right wing, Yeshaya Cobb trying to drive, kicks it back out to Wiley. Picked up by Ty Cobb. Wiley on the drive, had it knocked free by Landon Hall, and then he couldn't find it inside. Ashley lays it up and in. And a timeout taken by Upperman because it's a 4-point game and a full timeout taken by the Bees. 2:47 to play here in the first half. 33-29 our score. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here at Oakland High School. Our score 33-29, 2:47 to play here in the second quarter. And Oakland has gotten their way back into it. It was 27-17 to start this quarter, a 10-point advantage for the Bees. The Patriots have cut it to 4 after a bucket by Malcolm Ashley. Already 2 timeouts taken by the Bees. They have 1 full timeout remaining, 2 30s remaining here in the contest. 2 team fouls on either side. Ty Cobb will bring it ahead. He just missed 2 free throws on that last possession. Here's Johnson, top of the key. Off to Ty Cobb. Being guarded by Josh Wiley. Cobb will back it out. No Bronson Chaffin right now. He's on the bench with 2 fouls. Turnbow will throw to Hall. Hall trying to drive right baseline. Underneath, he'll go up and he'll lay it in. Landon Hall, a strong drive, finds 2 points with the right hand and makes it 35-29. Back up by 6. Turnbow almost picked off another pass. He's done it a couple times already. Haggard out near half court. He is fun to watch with the ball in his hands. Haggard driving right side, fading away, throws it up there and knocks it down. He quite literally just told his coach no for whatever the play call was and knocks down the bucket. He's got 12, 35-31. I don't know if I've ever seen that in high school. That's a sophomore. The way he can score it, though, sometimes you're going to trust him. Here's Turnbow on that right side. Down low, Huddleston. Couldn't get it to Hall, who was cutting to the basket. Huddleston goes up, no. Johnson, the old board. He'll go back up and finish. Colton Johnson has had a great first half. 8 points here in this first half. And Upperman still leads by 6, 37-31. Haggard on Turnbow again. Haggard drives and kicks. Yeshaya Cobb steps in, steps out. 3 ball is good. Yeshaya Cobb has 4 made triples in the first half, and it is a 3-point game, 37-34. Ty Cobb on the drive got hammered, and Josh Wiley had to grab him, otherwise he would have had an easy bucket. They're going to talk about this. Maybe it was intentional. He did kind of grab him from behind. They are going to call this intentional. He had the step on Wiley, and Josh Wiley is going to pick up the personal, and they're going to call this an intentional foul. I mean, he did have the step on him. He had an open lane to the basket and just grabbed him from behind. No play on the basketball, and by the book, it is an intentional foul. So Ty Cobb will be here at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line and knock down the first of the 2 intentional free throws. It's a big call right there. 1:03 to play here in the second quarter. And 2 good free throws for Ty Cobb. So Upperman get the basketball now with 63 seconds to play in the second quarter after 2 good free throws by Cobb. It's 39-34, and since it was an intentional foul, that's why they're going to get the ball. Branson Turnbow will inbound. He's just going to throw it over the top. And Ty Cobb will go track it down in the backcourt. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Upperman with a 5-point lead, 39-34. This is Torrance. Huddleston. Upperman just trying to buy some time. They get the 3 guards out top, kind of weaving through. Now Cobb has it on the left wing. Skip it over to Torrance. He looks at the basket with 40 seconds. Huddleston. Now Turnbow and Johnson. Pass and cut by the time, unless they get an open lane. Down low, Johnson, just like that. Good pass and a good finish for Colton Johnson, who now has double figures in the first half. 10 of them for Colton Johnson, the sophomore. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. It's 41-34. Josh Wiley with the basketball. Wiley takes it right side. 7 seconds, being guarded by Torrance, trying to get past him with his long arms, and a foul is going to be whistled on Torrance. It's his first. Landon Hall will check in. Brian Haggard is back in with 4 seconds here for the Patriots. Wiley will inbound underneath the basket. Wiley surveys, throws it to Yeshaya Cobb. Cobb puts it on the deck. He pulls up, he lets it fly just a little too deep. And Upperman has a halftime lead, 41-34, but a good second quarter for the Patriots has them back into this basketball game. Coming up next, we'll be joined by head coach Dana McWilliams on the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. And after this, you're watching Upperman Basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality Family of Services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in, visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here at halftime. It is the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. The Upperman Bees, who are 2-0 on the season, enjoying a halftime lead 41-34. However, they led by 10 after the first quarter, 27-17. And Oakland did a nice job. They cut it as close as 3. And then Upperman able to get a few more points after that to go up by 7 at the halftime break. Ty Cobb had a heck of a first quarter, 14 first quarter points. He has 20 at the break. Colton Johnson has 10 first half points, the beneficiary of a lot of those Ty Cobb assists in the first half. 5 points for Bronston Chaffin, and then 2 apiece for Evan Huddleston, Branson Turnbow, and Landon Hall. On the other side for the Oakland Patriots, it's a two-headed monster right now with Brian Haggard and Yeshaya Cobb. Brian Haggard, 12 points. Yeshaya Cobb has 12 points. All of his points are from three-point land. Brian Haggard has been really impressive to watch. So has Yeshaya Cobb, been able to knock down some tough shots. 6 points for Malcolm Ashley, their post player, and 4 points for Josh Wiley. It's been a really fun first half between these two sides. Oakland's defense got a lot better in the second quarter. Upperman's offense, I don't know if anybody was stopping them there in that first quarter. They were playing with a lot of speed, a lot of rhythm. Ty Cobb was manning that offense and was able to get those 14 first quarter points and really taking command. He got to the line a few times in that second frame, went 2 for 4 in the second frame, and we'll see what he can do coming up here in the second half. Our halftime score, 41-34. The Bees back out there warming up as Oakland still making their way out of the locker room. We'll step aside one final time before the second half on the other side. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Second half about to get underway between the Bees and the Patriots. Our halftime score 41-34 in favor of the Upperman Bees. Good start for Upperman there in that first half as we'll get you the players out there on the court when they make their way. Looks like it's going to be the starters for Upperman: Ty Cobb, Jack Torrance, Evan Huddleston, Colton Johnson, and Bronston Chaffin. And for Oakland, looks like it'll be the same as well. Josh Wiley, Brian Haggard, Malcolm Ashley, Yeshaya Cobb, and Lane Varon. Upperman will go from left to right in their black uniforms as you watch this second half. Oakland in their white uniforms from right to left. Torrance starts out with it here for the Bees. Looking for Chaffin. Takes the handoff. He'll take it inside all the way to the basket and lay it up and in for two. Nice play run there, and 7 points now for Bronston Chaffin, who was limited in the first half on the floor because of 2 fouls. He's good to go now in the second. Nice move by Yeshaya Cobb, who spins around and finds the opening for 2 points. He's got 14 to lead the way for this Oakland Patriots team. 43-36, 7:24 to play here in the third quarter, and an offensive foul. Jack Torrance created some separation away from Haggard, and that'll be the second foul called on Jack Torrance. Coach McWilliams had to use 2 full timeouts in that first half, so he's only got 1 full timeout remaining and 2 30s here in the second half. Here's Haggard on Cobb. This is a really fun matchup, and blocked away by Ty Cobb. Brian Haggard tried to flick it up there. Now Ty Cobb in the transition, picked up by Wiley. Takes it inside, underneath, kicks it out on the wing for a Torrance 3. That one a little bit off the mark. Johnson trying to get the rebound. Josh Wiley able to pull it out of there. Wiley brings it ahead, gets past the defense. Gets to the free throw line, down low, picked up by Huddleston, deflected out of bounds. And Oakland will keep it on the baseline. Branson Turnbow checks in. 6:51 to go here in the third quarter. They throw it to Wiley, off to Haggard. Down low to Ashley, and Ashley puts it up and in after they had to come back down with it. So Ashley now with 8 points, 43-38. Upperman leads by 5. Again, Oakland has cut it as close as 3. These 2 games last year were not close. 72-48, 65-41. This Oakland team, mentioned it, they're 4-1 to start the year. Obviously you have Yeshaya Cobb and Brian Haggard. Both of those guys, well, one's a sophomore, one's a junior. Kind of a resurgent Oakland team. Here's Johnson inside. Great defense by Ashley, who gets the block and then the steal. Now on the drive, Wiley puts it up, and that'll be an offensive foul. Bronston Chaffin able to take the charge, and Josh Wiley picks up his second foul.
Foul number 4, Josh Wiley, his second.
43-38 our score. 2 minutes here into the third quarter. Ty Cobb will bring it ahead. Over to Chaffin. Looking down low. Cobb catches inside, goes through the contact and finishes. Ty Cobb finds his first bucket here in the second half. He's got 22 on the night. 45-38, Upperman leads. This is really the first challenge that Upperman has faced this year after 2 blowout victories against Lawson last week and Mount Juliet on Saturday. Here's a three in the corner by Yeshaya Cobb. 17 on the night for Cobb. Turnbow across the timeline. Out to Huddleston. He drives in. Now Ty Cobb on the right wing. Gets to the middle of the court. Two defenders come to him. He gives it back to Huddleston on the right side. Cobb again. Now Chaffin. Puts it on the deck. Spins around. Gets to the basket. And the right hand finishes there. 9 points on the night for Bronston Chaffin. Makes it a 6-point lead again. 4:58 to go, third quarter. There is Oakland with it. And Ty Cobb got a hand on the basketball and steals it away. Now one-on-one, trying to go up. All kinds of contact, and a foul is called. Josh Wiley just picked up his third. So Wiley picks up his third foul. It's the team's second with 4:49 to go here in the third quarter. 47-41 the score. With Upperman on top. They'll inbound to Chaffin. Hands it back off to Cobb from the free throw line. Knocks it down. The mid-range jumper is true. 24 now for Ty Cobb. He's averaging 27, well on his way to getting there. At 14 in the first quarter. Now Haggard with a burst of speed. Rises and answers. He's got 14 on the night, and a timeout by the Patriots is a 30-second timeout. They've got 3 full timeouts remaining. 4.5 to play here in the third quarter of a 6-point ball game. And right now, Oakland, they're just kind of hanging around. They've cut it as close as 3. Upperman been able to answer each and every time. Up by 6 right now, 49-43. They haven't been able, that being Oakland, to string together a couple of stops or 3 stops in a row to really cut into the lead of the Bees. Or if they have, they haven't been able to knock down a shot at the other end, where the Bees have been able to answer with a stop of their own. And that's a credit to the Upperman Bees. Now Oakland takes a timeout as they cut it to 6 once more. And Coach Birdwell talking it over with his team. Obviously, Haggard and Yeshaya Cobb, they've had the hot hand tonight. Haggard, 14 points. Yeshaya Cobb has 17 points. Those two have been trying to will their team back into this game. Ty Cobb on the other side, 24. Colton Johnson has 10, and 9 for Bronston Chaffin. You know, normally you do get some time to break the huddle, but not tonight. I have no idea why. Here's Branson Turnbow. Picks up his dribble off to Chaffin, top of the key. Trying to split the defense. Spins inside to a double team. Dumps it off to Johnson, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get the foul on Malcolm Ashley. It's going to be his second. And Johnson's going to head to the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. 4:12 to go here in the third quarter. It's 49-43. Johnson unable to knock down the first. And the second, no good. So 0 for 2 from the stripe for Johnson. It's still a 6-point game with 4:08 to go here in the third quarter. Wiley throws it to Haggard. Thought about the deep three. Puts it on the deck with the left hand. Wraps it and deflected. Chaffin comes up with a steal. He'll slow it down and throw it to Turnbow. Now brings it ahead for the Bees. Goes right side with it. Huddleston on the right wing. Skip pass to Johnson. Forces it inside. Turnbow right out to Cobb on the perimeter. He penetrates to try to get inside. A couple of big steps. Couldn't get the finish. And a foul is called. And I think they got Josh Wiley again. That is his 4th personal foul with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. 4th team foul as well called on the Patriots. And now Ty Cobb will be at the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. And 5 straight misses now for the Bees after Cobb made his first 5. And the Bees started 6 for 6. They've missed their last 5. So streaky shooting night for both the Lady Bees and now the Bees from the line. Cobb can't get the second either. 49-43, still a 6-point game. Throw it ahead to Varon. He'll take a 3 from the left wing. That one's deep, no good, and Turnbow's got the rebound now. Branson Turnbow throws ahead. Here's Jack Torrance. That one blocked out of bounds by Ashley. Upperman will inbound here on the near sideline with 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Hall back out to Bronston Chaffin. Jack Torrance hands it off to Ty Cobb. Cobb being guarded by Haggard, picks up his dribble, gives to Chaffin. Chaffin drives in, splits the defense, hangs and misses. Pretty good D by Ashley inside. Now Haggard a chance to cut it to a one-possession game. He steps back after a couple of fakes. Crosses over, drives in, the baseline jumper is good. Brian Haggard another fancy bucket to make it 49-45. It's a 4-point game. Again, Upperman has been doing just enough to stay ahead. As Oakland has cut it to 3 a couple of times, it's now back down to 4. Branson Turnbow with it. Gets a screen, takes it inside, wraps it past to Hall, who gets the finish. The points off the bench have been key for the Bees in the last couple of games. They've got 6 points off the bench right now. Landon Hall has 4 of them. 51-45. Haggard gets to his spot, and he was just trying to draw some contact in a late foul call. And I mean a late whistle. And they're going to call it on Bronston Chaffin. Whew. That whistle was a full second after any of the contact, and it will send Brian Haggard to the line. First one from Haggard is up and through. Torrance will come out as Maynard is back in. So Joseph Maynard out there with Ty Cobb, Landon Hall, Bronston Chaffin, and Branson Turnbow. Haggard at the line, knocks them both. He's got 6 points in the quarter, now 18 on the game. It's back to a 4-point lead for the Bees, 51-47. Throw it on the left wing to Maynard. He looks inside. Cobb catches on the left baseline, goes between the legs, and will pull it back out. In front of the Upperman bench, he's got the mismatch with Ashley on him. They're trying to clear it out. They throw it to Chaffin. He throws it back out to Cobb. Fakes on the 3, puts it on the deck. Here's Turnbow, top of the perimeter. Skips right side. Hall again with it. Picks up his dribble. Now Maynard. And a foul is whistled on Oakland. And they're going to get Emory Bronze with his first. .139 to go third quarter. Bronze picks up his first. That was also the 5th team foul. That should have been 2 free throws. Yeah, they should have been shooting free throws there, but you know what? That's okay, I guess. There's 5 team fouls up on the board. Oh, boy. 1:25 to go here in the third quarter, and Cobb is just going to run the clock down. And the fans here on the sideline are still trying to bark out that it should have been 2 free throws. And now the Bees coaches are finally realizing it as well. That was the 5th team foul on Oakland, and now they are going to stop it after running the clock down all the way, because they finally realized that there should be free throws here for the Bees. So it kind of worked out for the Bees. They got to run a lot of clock down. And now Ty Cobb is going to get to shoot 2 free throws at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Here's the other part. This should also be Joseph Maynard at the line. And Ty Cobb has stepped to the line. Joseph Maynard was actually the one that was fouled. And now the officials are trying to figure that out as well. It was certainly not Bronston Chaffin. It was Joseph Maynard. And now there's a conversation of who should be shooting the free throws. Ty Cobb smartly went to the line. And now they will get it to Maynard. So after all that, the man who was at the line that is supposed to be there, Cobb tried to finagle his way to the line, and smartly so. But Joseph Maynard will have a chance here at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, and knocks down the first. Good for him. The freshman knocking it down. Colton Johnson checks in here for Bronston Chaffin. And again, it worked out for the Bees. They got to run down over 20 seconds of clock time before the officials realized it. Maynard's second free throw, Up and through, the freshman goes 2 for 2 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to make it a 6-point lead again for the Bees, 53-47. 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. Here is Yeshaya Cobb. He got left open. You can't leave him open. He missed it that time, though. And Johnson's got the rebound for the Bees. Turnbow, what a pass up to Maynard. Hands it off to Cobb now on the perimeter with 50 seconds to play here in the third. Throw it over to Branson Turnbow. Turnbow running the clock down with 40 seconds. He's out near half court at the logo. Inside, spins around on the block and finishes is Ty Cobb. What a finish. With 20 seconds to go in the quarter, it's 55-47. Now Bryant Haggard trying to answer. Gets into a double team, splits the double team, fading away. Can't get the finish. Now 9 seconds for the Bees. It's 5-on-4. Haggard still on the floor. Cobb for 3. A little bit short. Rebound tipped around. The Patriots have it, and we have reached the end of 3. Upperman leads 55-47. One more quarter to go to decide a winner. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here, fourth quarter about to be underway. 55-47 our score. The Bees in a fight for the first time this season. Their first 2 wins of the year in blowout fashion against Lawson and Mount Juliet. They're going to have to do some work here with an 8-point advantage to start out the fourth quarter. It's going to be Evan Huddleston, Bronston Chaffin, Colton Johnson, Ty Cobb, and Joseph Maynard to start out this final quarter. The freshman Maynard getting some extended minutes here in the final frame. Looks like the starters are out there for Oakland. Wiley, Haggard, Cobb, Ashley, and Varon. A much better Oakland team this season than a year ago, in big part to Yeshai Cobb and Bryant Haggard, a sophomore and a junior on the drive. Ashley, he's been pretty good, but Johnson got a hand on the block. Back out to Haggard, and we'll kick it out to Yeshai Cobb. That's a double dribble. He put it on the deck, and then he went to the shot fake, put it on the deck again. He's been really good tonight, but that one is a turnover, and Upperman will get the basketball back. Ty Cobb leads the way for the Bees with 26 points tonight. Bronston Chaffin has 9. Colton Johnson has 10. The leading scorers right now for Upperman. And that pass a little bit over the head of Johnson. As it'll be a turnover, and right back to Oakland it goes. On the other side, 18 on the night for Haggard, 17 for Yeshaya Cobb, and another double dribble. I was looking down at my stat sheet, so I can't say whether it was or it wasn't. But they do call a double dribble, and 3 straight turnovers to open up this quarter, 40 seconds in. Cobb will give it ahead to Chaffin. Josh Wiley is out there. He's playing with 4 fouls for this Oakland team. Cobb inside, lost his footing, he slipped. That's not a travel. He passed the basketball. But they call it a travel, and another turnover. It's 55-47. We're still 1 minute in. Here's Yeshaya Cobb now, top of the key. Stutters. Off to Wiley on the left wing. Gets a screen from Varon. Now Haggard on the top of the key. He's got 18 points tonight. Averaging 25 on the season. Takes it inside. He had his pocket picked from behind by Evan Huddleston. Huddleston now will bring it ahead. Throws it to Ty Cobb on the right wing. Back out to Huddleston with 6:40 to go in the ball game. It's 55-47. Here is Cobb. An 8-point advantage right now for the Bees. It's been cut as close as 3, as close as 4 in the second half. Huddleston looks inside. The Bees led by as many as 10 in the first quarter. The Patriots have never gone away. And Cobb is just going to back it out near half court and just kind of drain some of the clock. Huddleston to Maynard. Now Cobb on the left wing as Chaffin setting a screen. Johnson top of the key. Throw it in the corner. Huddleston fakes the 3, drives in, back out to Johnson again. He'll drive in, spin in the lane, go up with the right hand, and finish. How about that from Colton Johnson from the top of the key? He's got 12 points on the night. And now back up by 10 are the Bees, 57-47. On the right wing, Yeshaya Cobb inside. Can't get the finish, but he is fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. See how they get this one on. I think they're going to get Joseph Maynard with his first. Going to be the team's first here in the fourth quarter. 5:42 to go, and Yeshaya Cobb able to knock down the first of 2 free throws. He's also got 18 points on the night. This Oakland Patriots team, they're not very deep. They'll go about 1 into the bench, but these 2 right here, and Yeshaya Cobb and Brian Haggard, they can go. They've got a really nice player in Malcolm Ashley as well. 2 good free throws for Yeshaya Cobb to make it 57-49. 5:37 to play here in the contest. The Bees on top. Bees had 27 points in the first quarter. Only 30 since then in the last 2, and here to start the fourth with 5:20 to go. And Cobb again just going to run the clock down. He's got Malcolm Ashley out there. And they're going to try to bring the defense out. They're up by 8. Why not try to run some of it down? Throws it in the corner to Torrance. Now they're spreading that defense out a little bit. Cobb here on the near side, back out to Turnbow near half court. Lost it, got it back, picks up his dribble. Now looking for a little bit of help. And then they call a travel on Branson Turnbow. Looked like he was pivoting with the basketball. It's 57-49, 4:50 to play here in the ball game. Oakland, still a chance to get back into it. Here is Haggard. He catches a tough pass, takes it inside. The mid-range jumper, missed it short. Johnson, a baseball throw up to Ty Cobb. What a pass. Cobb finishes in the transition. That is a heck of a pass from Colton Johnson. And he's able to get it up and in for his 28th point of the night. Bryant Haggard at the other end, takes it inside, comes to a jump stop and finishes himself. And a timeout taken by Oakland. They've only got full timeouts remaining, so we'll take it with them with 4:21 to go in the ball game, 59-51. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Welcome back here at Oakland High School. 4:21 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 59-51. Upperman has the basketball, leading by 8 out of the timeout taken by the Patriots. Torrance into the front court. Hands it off to Ty Cobb. Inside, Johnson got loose, but he was blocked by Varon. What a defensive play there by Lane Varon. The Patriots down by 8 have the ball. Yeshaya Cobb picked up by Jack Torrance. He tries to drive, gets to the free throw line, and he knocks it down. A tough shot for the junior Yeshaya Cobb. 21 on the night for him. Now Ty Cobb will bring it ahead. He has a defender behind him. He gets to the middle of the lane, and he will answer right back. 30 for a second straight game for Mr. Ty Cobb. 61-53, Upperman leads. Brian Haggard with it. Between the legs, crosses over, double team comes. Trying to get it inside to Ashley. Chaffin able to get back down there. Johnson, pretty good defense as well. He missed it, and Chaffin's got the basketball now. We'll give it off to Branson Turnbow, who throws ahead to Jack Torrance. Evan Huddleston is sitting at the scorer's table with 3:22 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bees trying to get a win on Coach McWilliams' birthday. There's Jack Torrance now on the far sideline. Skip pass all the way over to Ty Cobb. Wide open for a three. Missed it a little bit short. Chaffin's got the offensive rebound. He will go back up. It was knocked free, but a whistle and a foul. Lane Varon is going to pick up his second foul. With 3:05 to play here in the fourth quarter, and Bronston Chaffin will be at the sign to Brown with American Away Real Estate free throw line. Free throw a little too strong. Evan Huddleston is in. We take a check of the EJ's Barnes scoreboard, our scoreboard, 61-43. Second free throw, no good again. Free throw shooting has not been great for either Upperman team, especially in the second half. Down low, Varon catches a deep one. Ashley, the offensive putback, and a foul. He's going to have a chance to make this a 5-point game with a make. Colton Johnson tagged with his second foul. Ashley into double figures with 10. It's 61-55. And the free throw is good, and we've got a 5-point game now with 2:56 remaining. Still plenty of time to go. And this soft pressure here for Oakland. Chaffin off to Ty Cobb, right back to Chaffin on the right wing, trying to throw it to Johnson down low, and he was fouled. We're going to get to Yeshaya Cobb with the foul from behind. Yeshaya Cobb picks up his third. It is the team's second with 2:42 remaining in the game. 5-point game, Bees with the basketball on the right baseline. Throw it over the top to Bronston Chaffin. Right back to Ty Cobb, gets to the free throw line, switched off to Ashley. And then Haggard able to get back over there. Now the Bees running some of the clock down with 2.5 to go in the ball game. Neither team in the bonus yet. Both teams just with 2 fouls. Johnson, and that pass is picked off. A turnover. Here comes Yeshaya Cobb in a 5-point game. Drives inside, lost the basketball, threw it up there, and Varon is right there to clean it up. His first bucket of the night makes it a 3-point game, and Upperman needs a timeout. And Coach McWilliams not happy with his team, and they're going to give him a full timeout. 2:11 to go in the contest, 61-58 Upperman basketball. When we come back, you're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Out of the timeout taken by the Bees, they have 2 timeouts remaining, both of the 30-second variety. Oakland has 2 timeouts remaining, both full timeouts. 2:05 to go in the contest, and Ty Cobb did not get into the front court. They're going to say he wasn't established. Somehow the call was made from the far side official all the way on the opposite side of the court, even though there was an official 5 feet away from Ty Cobb who did not blow his whistle. It was pretty darn close. And you cannot make that call from that far away. We'll just leave it at that. Yeshaya Cobb now with it. A 3-point game. This to Ty from Ashley. 61-61. Malcolm Ashley ties it up with his first 3 of the game. The Bees have led by as many as 10 in this one. Ty Cobb on the drive. The floater, no. Rebound tipped around. Yeshia Cobb's got it. Oakland has the first chance to take their lead in this one with 1:30 to play. Here's Ashley. Back out to Wiley with 1:25 to play in the ball game. Oakland has not led tonight. 61-61. They are counting. Wiley on the drive, draws a foul. They're going to wave it off. They're going to call it on the floor. And the foul's going to be called on Branson Turnbow. Turnbow picks up his first. It is just the team's 3rd, so they still have 1 foul to give with 1:13 to play here in the contest. There is Haggard. 1:05 to go. Haggard on the drive to the basket, missed it, and the Bees have the basketball. Landon Hall will dump it off. Ty Cobb with under a minute to go. Again, the Bees do have 2 timeouts remaining, only 3 team fouls right now. Make it 2 team fouls on Oakland. Cobb will throw it over on the right side to Evan Huddleston. Inside, Ty Cobb got wide open and a great steal underneath by Landon Hall and a timeout by the Bees. Ty Cobb able to get the finish, but that was all because of Landon Hall inside, who was able to get the seal, and Ty Cobb got a wide open bucket to make it 63-61. Upperman takes their penultimate timeout. They have 1 remaining. It is a 30-second timeout, 42.6 seconds to play, and now a 2-point ball game. Oakland has all kinds of 3-point shooters. Bryant Haggard, Yeshia Cobb, Malcolm Ashley have all hit 3s tonight. Malcolm Ashley hit his first 3 of the day to tie it up at 61 apiece. As we get into the closing stages of this game, the Upperman Bees will be looking for a stop late in this one. The Lady Bees going to win in game number 1, 44-36, and a fairly stress-free win, led by their defense. And now the Upperman Bees trying to answer, have led by as many as 10 back in the first quarter. The Patriots have just been chipping away, and now down by 2 with the ball, 38 seconds to go. Here's Varon top of the key looking inside. Moving around, Ashley catches, he's left open, he takes the 3, can't get it to go, and a strong rebound inside by Johnson, and they foul him. Ashley just hit one, he had a good look, he couldn't knock it down. The foul called on Oakland is going to be called on Lane Varon. It's his 3rd. It is the team's 3rd. So they still have a foul to give. Ty Cobb brings it ahead, and he will be fouled by Yeshia Cobb. That is the 4th team foul with 21 seconds to play, so they still need to foul 1 more time to send the Bees to the line. Turnbow will inbound. He's got Huddleston, Chaffin, Cobb, and Johnson out there. They inbound it to Ty Cobb. 2 defenders come to him. He tries to spin out of it, and he will be fouled by Yeshia Cobb. And that is a big foul. Yeshia Cobb just fouled out. 21 points on the night for Yeshia Cobb. Is going to have to come out of this game with his 5th foul, and that'll probably bring in Emery Bronze. He has been the only sub that has been used for Coach Birdwell tonight. Just a 6-man rotation for this Oakland team, but they are battling against one of the best 3A teams in the state. And here comes Ty Cobb to the line. The Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line with 19 seconds to play in a 2-point ball game. Cobb's first is good. This one is the big one to make it a 2-possession lead. 64-61 with 19 seconds to go. Cobb calmly steps to the line. He takes 2 dribbles and lets it fly and got it to rattle home. 2 good free throws for the sophomore, and the Bees lead by 4, 65-61. Oakland's got to go quick. Wiley on the drive, lost the basketball, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Evan Huddleston, even though Wiley was completely out of control. Huddleston picks up his first. It is the team's 4th, so they did have a foul to give with 13.9 seconds to go. Bronze will inbound to Wiley. Back out Haggard on the elevator screen. Steps back. Chaffin is out there. Haggard flies it and hits it. And a timeout taken by Oakland. They've only got full timeouts remaining with 8 seconds to play. Bryant Haggard knocks it down to make it a 1-point game, 65-64. Excuse me. We'll keep it right here. It is a full timeout. What a finish this has been. Noah just texted. Should have been a charge. Absolutely. Evan Huddleston was in great guarding position. And Wiley was out of control. And they called a foul on Evan Huddleston. And it leads to a three made by Bryant Haggard, who cashes in for his 23rd point of the night. 8.1 seconds to play. Upperman will get the basketball. They've got to go the full length of the court. They lead by 1. The first part, you got to get the basketball in. The second part, you got to take care of the basketball. 1 timeout remaining for Oakland. 1 timeout remaining for Upperman. Upperman's got a 30-second timeout. Oakland's got a full minute timeout. And the Bees are in the bonus, so a foul. Both teams are in the bonus on any foul. Coach Austin McWilliams trying to make sure they know how many timeouts they have over there on the sideline as well before they break the huddle. They better break the huddle quick. They've been putting the basketball down pretty quickly whenever they get out of timeouts tonight. Oh, finally, they're actually going to wait for him. How about that? 8.1 seconds to play, 65-64. Upperman's going to line it up. And Bronston Chaffin, he's going to run the football play. They inbound it to Ty Cobb, and he will be fouled by Bryant Haggard. So Haggard picks up his 3rd. Ty Cobb will step to the line with 6.6 seconds to play here in a 1-point ball game. He just made 2 of them from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. He'll need 2 to make it a 3-point game. The sophomore calmly deposits the first. Josh Wiley checks in. Is in for just a short time was Davion Dale. His first time tonight. Cobb for the second one to make it a 3-point game. And there it is. Foul. And that's going to be a timeout taken by Upperman. Their final timeout with 6.6 seconds to go, 67-64. I am of the huge belief when you are leading by 3 points and you have a chance to put them at the line for 2 free throws, you 100% unequivocally foul them to put them at the line. Do not allow them a chance to tie the game and send it to overtime. It's 67-64. We'll see what Coach McWilliams decides to do. That's what I would do. That's what I've always thought when you've got the opportunity. You lead by 3. Obviously, don't do it when he's shooting, but try to foul him and put him at the line for 2 shots. So they break the huddle. It'll be Colton Johnson, Bronston Chaffin, Branson Turnbow, Ty Cobb, and Evan Huddleston. Bronze will be out there with Ashley, Varon, Haggard, and Wiley. 6.6 seconds in a 3-point game. They get it into Varon. Varon looking around. Back to Bronze with 3 seconds, and there is the foul. Smart. And it is on the floor. And they got Emery Bronze, who has not played very much tonight, to shoot 2 free throws with 2.9 seconds to play. Landon Hall is not on the floor, but they called the foul on Landon Hall. So I'm not sure who it was on. Ty Cobb. Bronze able to knock down the first. 2.9 seconds. That makes it a 2-point game. I don't know if you don't try to miss this if you're Oakland, and he threw it straight off the backboard. Got to hit the rim. Coach Birdwell just kind of had his palms in the air. 2.9 seconds. Now the Bees just got to get the ball in. They throw it down the court. Ty Cobb trying to track it down. He'll go up and slam it down. And that's your ball game. 69-65. Ty Cobb, the exclamation point at the end of this one, as he almost brought the whole backboard down. What a win for the Upperman Bees, as they're going to walk out of here with a 4-point victory. Ty Cobb slams it home with a 2-hand jam 69-65, and Upperman remains undefeated on the season. What a finish to this contest as we welcome you into the American Farmhouse and Legacy House post-game show. Bronston Chaffin tosses the touchdown pass to Ty Cobb, who slams it home for the third win of the season for the Upperman Bees. And Ty Cobb had himself a fourth quarter. He had 26 points entering the fourth quarter, and he had 12 points in the fourth quarter. Good for 38 on the ball game, capped off by that two-hand jam at the end for Ty Cobb and the Upperman Bees. Final score tonight, 69-65. We'll tally up these final tallies. What a game it was. Really a big tip of the cap to the Oakland Patriots, able to make their way back into the contest. Trailed by as many as 10 in the first quarter, trailed all second half long, and finally able to make their way back into it late there in the fourth quarter. Tied the game up 61 apiece. And a big shout out to Landon Hall, who was able to seal off the inside there for Ty Cobb to get the bucket late to go up 63-61. And then they were able to make some free throws. They got the ball into Ty Cobb's hands. He went 4 for 4 from the stripe. And then the two-hand jam at the end of it to seal the victory by a final score 69-65. Let's take you through the final tallies here on the American Farmhouse and Legacy House post-game show. Ty Cobb led the Bees and the game with 38 points on the night. 12 points for Colton Johnson, second on the team for the Bees. 9 points tonight for Bronston Chaffin. 4 points off the bench for Landon Hall, and 2 apiece for Evan Huddleston, Branson Turnbow, and Joseph Maynard. For the Oakland Patriots tonight, 3 double-digit scores. Brian Haggard led them with 23. Ashia Cobb had 21. Malcolm Ashley had 14. 4 points for Josh Wiley, 2 points for Lane Varon, and Emery Bronze had the 1 free throw at the end. The final score, 69-65. Our Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, you guessed it, Ty Cobb. 38 points tonight. He made all kinds of winning plays there in the fourth quarter to ensure the victory for the Upperman Bees as they improve to 3-0 on the season. What a win for Upperman. They'll go to Creekwood coming up on Saturday on the road, and another good matchup with a good 3A opponent. But the Upperman Bees remain undefeated with a good win on the road at Oakland. And listen, this is a much better Oakland team this year. They're going to win a lot of games this year. They fall to 4-2 on the season. That's going to do it for us tonight. For the beautiful Desiree Vincent, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Murfreesboro. The Lady Bees get the job done in game 1, 44-38. And the Bees win game number 2, 69-65.